Be good.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
How you doing?
I was a lot happier an hour ago.
Yeah?
Maybe actually it's been an hour and a half now.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, man. We're just trying to figure some stuff out.
I understand.
Do you take any...
Maybe actually it's been an hour and a half now.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, man. We're just trying to figure some stuff out.
I understand.
Do you take any medication?
I take Klonopin and Velociclo.
Okay. Is there anything you need to take right now?
I already took my Klonopin for the day. I didn't take my Velociclo.
Okay, what's that for? Okay. So it's not something like life-threatening you need to take right now? No. What time are you going to take it?
Klonopin 1 milligrams 2 times a day is 100 milligrams. No, I believe it's just 1 milligram. Yeah, it's kind of.
But the Klonopin you took this morning, so you got 12 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's 3 to 6.
Okay.
Sometimes people say 4 to 8.
Okay.
And but it has a half-life of 36 hours.
Okay. And what about the other pill?
The other pill is just a big old horse pill that.
When do you need to take that?
I try to take it pretty often.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is that at? I just want to make sure, you know.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, I just moved into my new place 2 days ago. Like, I don't even have the sheets on my bed.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just sleeping in my. I guess she was going to be my girlfriend until people came in the house with 6 guns pointed at my face.
Right.
And so I don't know what's going to go on with there. So I've just been sleeping there for 2 days. Other than that, me and my ex-girlfriend broke up probably 2 months ago. So I've just been couch hopping. So everything's been going each way. You know?
All right. We'll try and get you medication.
But actually, my medication, it is it's actually at my buddy's shop at the his name's Lucas Crosby. So they own the Crosby shop. I don't know what it's called, but it's in the back of my buddy's Jeep Wrangler. There's shit scattered everywhere.
Where's the shop at?
I have a pass by it every time.
I said we'll try and make arrangements for everything. All right, because I don't want you to miss anything you can take.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, am I going to jail?
Huh?
Can I go?
I need to talk to you right now.
Okay.
Okay. You probably already know what it's about because you just brought it up, but before I talk to you, because you're up here, I'm going to read you your rights, okay?
Okay.
And it's just saying, before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights to set forth in the written court decision. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Okay.
And it's just saying, before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights to set forth in the written court decision. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer at this time and have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any question if you wish. You decide at any time to exercise these rights and answer any question, make any statement. You understand those rights?
Yeah, I understand those rights.
And I have your name, Patrick Berrane, B-E-R-R-A-N-E.
B-E-R-R-A-N-E.
Okay. And I was about 240.
And what are people trying to charge me with?
You know, you're not charged with anything right now. I just need to talk to you. I'm just reading your rights so you understand your rights.
Okay, I was curious because, I mean, the way that they came in, I can't. But they were all cool when I talked to them, you know, after. I understand you never know what, you know, people have laying around.
Right.
So,
all right, if you can, just initial right here, and that's just saying that you understand your rights, and feel free to read them again if you want to. I just read you these.
all of them?
You just initial next to them, yeah, next to each number.
It's Patrick McCray, Berrane, but...
Okay. And now this is saying that I advise you your rights, and you understand what your rights are. I'm trying to do this upside down, I'm sorry. You're willing to make a statement and answer any questions. You understand and know what you're doing, and I haven't promised you, threatened you, or made you feel any pressure or coercion of any kind. And if you'd like to talk to me, you can sign right there.
Other than this room that caused me a little pressure right here, and the gun's being pointed at my face. I'm like, oh guys, I promise. I was literally in my boxers, man. I was in my boxers laying down with my girl. Well, it was my girl now. I wouldn't expect her to. I'm sure she'll understand.
Do you know why you're up here?
I do not know why I'm up here. I'm sure she'll understand.
Do you know why you're up here?
I do not know why I'm up here.
Tell me what happened last night. In your room down, your night last night.
What happened last night? I started out the day with my new girlfriend, Brittany. She had work at 3. I left,
So were you staying with Brittany?
Okay. Brittany and I lived together.
Okay. How do you spell Brittany? I know there's a couple ways to spell it.
Britteny. It's spelled a really, really weird way. I think it's the NEY.
Okay. And what is her, what's her last name? How long you guys been dating?
Not long. Just
How long you been staying with her?
This is my second day. I moved in, so I'm just sleeping on her pillow top mattress, so I don't sleep on the blue, piece of crap in there.
Right. So you were with her in the morning?
Yeah.
And then she went to work at 3?
She went to work at 3. She called me when she was going to work 3:15 to 3:30.
Okay. And where were you when she went to work?
Where did she what?
Where were you when she went to work?
I was with my boy John Paul. Went to Mr. Robato's. And we realized we were still hungry because Mr. Roboto's didn't fill us up, so we went to Chick-fil-A.
So, what time did you get to Mr. Roboto?
2:30, man. I sorry. Honestly, I was drinking yesterday, so I did not have my time for him, John Point.
That's fine. Then you went Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that was pretty much immediately after, maybe 30 minutes after. We went back to my house, and we went back to my house and chilled for a second. And then...
And what's the address where you're at?
What is it? It's 900 North Woodward Ave. I just moved in there yesterday, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what apartment number it is?
I don't want to give you the wrong one.
That's fine. What do you think it is? You've seen it?
Yeah, it's 402. It's the one with the reef.
402?
Yeah, it's the second to last one.
Okay. So who was at the apartment when you got back there?
Nobody.
Nobody. Just you? You and
just me and JP.
JP. All right. Is Paul his last name or
John Paul McMichael?
John Paul McMichael.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you guys do?
We went over to my buddy Jeff's house and anything I say to you can be put in front of them. We may have smoked a little rock and then ate something else.
You did what?
We may have smoked a little rock and then ate something else.
I don't care about drugs, man. I can't arrest you for smoking,
Okay, well, all right. Well,
to be honest with you, I don't even, a little bit of weed I don't care about,
Okay, cool, all right.
If you walk in here,
to be honest with you.
if you walk in here with 20 pounds, maybe. I don't care about the drugs, man. I just want you to be honest with me.
Yeah,
all right?
Absolutely.
So I'll be honest with you, you be honest with me. So,
we're supposed to work.
You guys smoked over at Woodward, at the apartment on Woodward?
No, Jeff was over at Continental Ave.
And you said Jeff who? With me. So,
we're supposed to work.
You guys smoked over at Woodward, at the apartment on Woodward?
No, Jeff was over at Continental Ave.
And you said Jeff who?
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones. And he lives on Continental?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys
So
went
we
there.
went over there.
Yeah.
And then we went over to, let's see, we went over there. Then I went over to go do some framing work because I have my own LLC, my Canopy Road Services, and my business name.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over there and...
Where'd you do the work at?
Page's house.
Okay.
Page Briggs.
Page Briggs. What's his address?
That I don't know, but I know it's on Mission. It's like Mission, close to that school.
Okay.
It's just like, that's just how I know it, you know what I mean?
Who was at Page's house?
Stan, David, obviously their girlfriends, girl Paige.
Is this a girl Paige?
Yeah, Paige and Paige Day, yeah.
Paige and Paige name?
Paige and Paige Day.
What, do you know Paige's last name?
I don't know her last name.
What about Stan's?
Stan, I believe, is Wesley.
And what about David?
David is the guy I do not know about.
Okay. So Paige, and who was the other girl there? Whose girlfriend was that? Vicky.
I have no clue what her last name.
Who was the other girl there? Whose girlfriend was that?
Vicky.
Vicky.
I have no clue what her last name is. She's out there.
Who's she dating?
Stan.
Stan? Okay. And, was John Paul with you?
No, John Paul left for this time.
Alright, what about Jeffrey?
No, this was just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get
But
there.
then I went back over to Jeffrey's house probably about, like, 2 hours later. I mean, not even.
Do you know what time that 2 hours is?
I don't know. I would check my phone.
Was the sun still up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you went back to Jeffrey's?
Yeah. And so I went back to Jeff's, chilled out there for a little bit. But I left my book bag and my cell phone over at Paige's house. And so David got a new car or whatever. So David said that he would bring over my phone because he had my phone. He doesn't have one. And so David came over, just dropped my phone off, and he dropped me off at my place.
Okay. All in Woodward.
All in Woodward.
And what time did you get back to Woodward?
By the time I had a couple of drinks, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, if it was daylight?
No, it wasn't daylight by then.
Was it like pitch black? Was it all in Woodward?
All in Woodward.
And what time did you get back to Woodward?
By the time I had a couple of drinks, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, if it was daylight?
No, it wasn't daylight by then.
Was it like pitch black? Was it getting dark?
It was probably, I stayed at Jeff's house for a while. I stayed at Jeff's house for a while, so it was pretty dark, yeah.
Okay.
Not too dark. It was probably like, I want to say like, maybe 9-ish.
Okay. Know what happened?
I mean, I'm not, you're not, you know,
Yeah, I'm not,
on that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be as honest as I can here, you know? But the time frames are a little...
Yeah, I got you.
So what's the business here, man?
What happened at the house? What happened after 9 o'clock?
After 9 o'clock,
Yeah, when you got back
David
home.
came in. I've only known David 2 or 3 times. He just hangs out at Paige's house.
Okay.
So the only reason I'm not giving you his last name, because I don't have the last name.
So you and David hung out at the apartment 402? Did he come in?
Yeah, he came in. He came in because I told him, because he had just got a new car, and he said, hey, can I put this in visitor parking?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, I mean, that's fine with me. I just moved in this place 2 days ago.
What kind of car did you get?
It was a Toyota or a Ford. It was like a small compact kind of car.
What color was it?
Black.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, he came in. I was like, here you go, you know, because he brought me out my phone. I was like, here's my phone. You can make the phone calls, because I kept knocking on the door trying to make phone calls. And then I told him he could use my iPad. And I don't know if he took my phone or not. I hope not. But I don't really know him like that. I was just like, you can sleep on my sectional couch, you know. And I woke up this morning and the door was locked. And I just heard, and obviously, you know, like, and so I don't know how he could have possibly locked my door and left the premises. Because my lock is like an electrical key lock that I just put up on there, and then I have to go like that. So if he doesn't have the electrical key, he can't lock the door.
Right.
Which was like,
Alright, just so I kind of can pick the time frame, when you heard that, when you woke up and knocked at the door, who was at the door?
I knew it. I knew it was you guys.
The sheriff's office?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I mean, to be honest, I had a little bit of weed, and I just didn't want to.
Yeah, okay.
To be honest with you. Thank you for.
I don't care.
Thank you, man.
Alright, so that's it? Nothing else happened last night?
Dude, that is literally all I know.
Okay. When I walked in, you said something about that you were robbed? You said 6 guys pointed guns at your face? Walked in, you said something about that you were robbed? You said 6 guys pointed guns at your face?
No, I never said that.
No, you didn't?
No.
Okay. You sure that's all that happened? Again, we need your honesty, because, you know...
And I'm giving you all my honesty. Like, I don't hang out pages too long. I like to go over to Jeff some more. Pages gets a little bit too out there for me. And so I go over to Jeff's house. And then when my girl gets off work, I just like hanging out with her.
So where was she last night? What time did she get off work?
She got off work early, because she got off work at about 9. And because she told me to text her a list of all the groceries that we needed.
Alright, did she come home at 9?
She came around that time. It was like 9:30.
Was David still there?
No, she got off at 9. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be, because if she got off at 9, I can't remember if it was 8:56 or not. But if she got off at 9:30, that means that David didn't pick me up at the house till, to go to Jeff's house. That means he didn't pick me up till like 9:30.
Was Brittany home when you got back?
Of course she was. Yeah, of course she was home. She was home with her friends, yeah.
Okay. What were they doing?
They were all chilling. They don't like me.
That's not good. How many friends do you have over?
Just a couple guy friends, and obviously they don't like me. And her other girlfriend. There were two guys, one girl. I have no clue what their names are. Oh, actually, Tiffany. Tiffany's. No, it's not Tiffany's boyfriend. It's not Tiffany's boyfriend. Josh. And the other girl I had never met. Oh no, he was a guy. I'm sorry, 2 guys and a girl. Please excuse me.
Alright, so 2 guys and 2 guys?
Yeah, 2 guys and a girl.
Okay.
The one just looked pretty feminine to me. It really, I mean, I know I got long hair, but like I tried to style the head again.
Get the beard though.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's what I was going for.
Okay. So you stayed at the house the rest of the night?
Absolutely.
Did you hang out with anyone else?
No, dude, just my girl.
Did anyone else spend the night?
David spent the night.
Okay.
David spent the night.
Do you know what time you went to sleep?
He was up.
Who? I said, what time did you go to sleep?
I went to sleep at.
Or if you can't remember the time when you went to sleep, did Brittany still have people over?
No. She kicked everybody out. She kept going. She was like, come to bed. I was like, all right.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Alright, and that's the honest truth?
That's the honest truth, man.
Okay. Why would Brittany say something different happened?
He's probably trying to stick up for me.
She's trying to stick up for you?
Yeah.
What would she have to stick up for you about?
I don't know. Just because I'm associated with these people.
With what? What kind of people? What people?
David, obviously that car. Obviously that car.
Which car?
The one that he was driving. He told me he just had a brand new car. But obviously the way that everybody came in, it was obviously stolen.
You said the black one?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure?
Because this morning, we had went up over to the auto parts store, and he was like, yo, I just want to put this thing over here and make my car look nice and whatnot. So I was like, okay. I looked in there, like, $30, $70. He's like, I'll get you back, bro. I'll get you back. Of course, I got the $30 one. And he put it over there, and that was that.
Okay. So I thought you said that you told me that you went to sleep, and then you woke up to knocking at the door.
Yeah.
But now you're saying you were at the auto parts store this morning.
This went to the auto parts store. I did wake up twice. Brittany came with me, too. I'm not lying to you. I woke up twice. Auto parts store because he wanted to take care of that. And then I came back, went to bed. And that's why I slept so long.
So where does John Paul live?
Quincy.
He's in Quincy. Okay, so it was a black Toyota or Ford, you said? Do you know know what model?
I do not know what model. I do not know if it was even a Toyota or a Ford. I rode in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he's like, hey, you want to check out my new whip? We'll ride around the block.
Now, David, you can't remember his last name?
I swear, David is the one guy that I literally just, I do not know David.
Is he white or black?
This one, you know, he has a warrant out for his arrest.
Okay. For what?
Don't know.
Okay.
It's just not something like, you know, like people are like, oh yeah.
Is he white or black?
He's black. He's black with a bunch of tattoos all sleeved up.
How old is he?
He looks like he could be about late 20s.
How'd you meet him?
Through Paige.
Through Paige?
Yeah.
So how did you meet Paige?
Well, I got a DUI when I was 18, man. And then I couldn't stop staying behind the wheel of a car. So I got 3 DWSLRs. And so, they gave me 6 months in the county. No felony. No, not felony, thank God. And so, did that, and I met Paige. Probably not the best place to meet friends. But, yeah, that's how I met Paige.
Okay. So I take it you guys keep in touch?
Yeah. And so, they gave me 6 months in the county. No felony. No, not felony, thank God. And so, did that, and I met Paige. Probably not the best place to meet friends. But, yeah, that's how I met Paige.
Okay. So I take it you guys keep in touch?
Yeah.
How often do you guys keep in touch?
I mean, every week or so. Maybe twice a week.
Okay. Do you hang out with him often?
I mean, I hang out with him, but it's like, when I'm over his house, things get a little too hectic, so I'm like, alright, I'm good.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
What do you mean by, I guess, hectic over there?
I want to be as honest with you as I can, you know what I mean, man?
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just think they do things over there they shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
If I can put it like that, if you don't mind me.
Did anything like that happen yesterday when you were over there working?
No.
Okay.
I mean, whatever they do when they go in the bathroom, and that's them. You know what I mean? I just help Paige out because, I just help him out every here and there.
Right.
And he's also got a tree down smashed through his house up on, he was on WCTV News because he had the tree smashed through his house. So, you just look up and we got a big old sky roof.
Alright, so he's using you to kind of fix up that damage and everything? Okay.
Because Stan's the electrician. I've been doing carpentry, tile work, all that stuff. And then we have a few other people, so.
Okay. How long were you at Paige's house doing work?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. Did I already ask you that? I'm sorry. I didn't write it down.
And that's just a guesstimate there too. But I mean, I know my time frame over there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be around it.
Is he paying you for doing that?
Is he what?
Is he paying you for doing all that work?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not working for free. I mean, he's a associate friend of mine, but I'm not going to work for free.
Right. Alright. Here's the deal, man. I know more happened last night. Okay? I know you're not being completely honest with me. But what I want to tell you is there's a lot more people involved. So you're in a unique position right now because you're one of the first people we talked to. Alright, we've talked enough and I know something else happened last night. But now's the time to tell us your side of the story. So if you want to sit here and continue lying to me and tell me what you're telling me, we're going to go talk to more people and we're going to get the story. And it's not going to look good for you.
Okay, man, I hear you, but whatever happened last night, I wasn't around anything.
You were, though.
Unfortunately, I didn't know things like I didn't know anything else.
What do you know now?
All I know is the car was stolen. That's all I know.
Okay. By David, you brought it to your house.
Mm-hmm. Things like I didn't know anything else.
What do you know now?
All I know is the car was stolen. That's all I know.
Okay. By David, you brought it to your house.
Mm-hmm.
How did David leave in the morning?
That's what I was saying. My door automatically electrically locks. Or you have to push it in and then switch it around, kind of locks. So you have to have a key to lock the door.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was expecting them to go upstairs and get him.
Where else did you go last night? Brady's telling us where she took you last night.
I have no clue where she took me last night.
Why would you say she took you someplace?
I have no clue. I was intoxicated, man, like I said.
What were you wearing last night?
Black shirt and some khaki pants.
Was it a collared shirt or a t-shirt?
I think so.
And khaki pants?
And the khaki pants.
Alright, where are those clothes at now?
Probably at the house.
Let me ask you a question. If we were to go inside your house and look around, is there going to be stuff that indicates that you weren't at the house last night and that something else happened? Again, I'm trying to give you the opportunity to tell me your side of the story.
So I wasn't at White House.
You weren't at your house.
Yeah, I was at my house the entire time. I don't know why Brittany would say we went somewhere else.
Okay. Well, where she's saying you went has video cameras. So if we go back to the time she said she took you there, what do you think we're going to see on the video cameras?
I'm not lying to you right now. I'm actually confused at why she would say that. I really am. I'm actually confused at why she would say that. I really am.
Okay. Why would other people say they saw you last night?
The only people that saw me were Brittany's friends. Paige saw me. Paige saw me. Vicky saw me.
I think you said that Paige is a little longer than you said you did.
I didn't say Paige is long. And everybody knows that because I can't stand being around her too long. I gotta take my medication before I go over there. For real. Anti-anxiety medication. It's just too high strung for me.
I didn't know what mistake you made last night. You know, if stuff hit the fan, if you got in some stuff got a little too hit the fan, if you got in some stuff got a little too deep. I mean, now's the time to tell me. I can't help you later on.
I understand, man, but nothing hit the fan. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I told you exactly what happened last night.
And you really think when we go back to all these places that has video surveillance, that, I mean, I know you're going to be on camera.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want you to go check the camera, if anything, man.
What's going to happen if the camera shows you on there?
Sure,
I just need some kind of explanation for that. I don't want you to dig yourself in a hole saying you swear you weren't there, and then if we do go look at the camera and we find you on it, you know, you dug yourself in a hole.
I hear you, man, but
Dug yourself in a hole.
I hear you, man, but I wasn't there. I'm trying to be honest with you, man. I try to give you all the information. I try to give you people's names. I try to,
Okay. I want you to think just in your head, okay? Just, you know what happened last night. You know who you were with. I want you to think of, you're thinking to yourself, okay? We're going to talk to all the people you were with. What do you think they're going to tell us?
I have no clue because every single person probably has a different story.
Okay. But how do you know that car was stolen?
Because it was pretty obvious that it was stolen when there was tape outside.
Tape outside of where?
The tape, I looked out my window and there was yellow tape across it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it didn't make no sense. I put two and two together. Why do you really need a drop cloth, put over your car when it looks like that? And I woke up at about 6:30. And I
over it?
Like, lately. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. I even bought it for him.
Okay.
And I didn't, I got that vibe after that, I mean, but I didn't know I was putting my shit up on a stolen car.
Okay. Patrick, I don't believe you. Alright? Yeah. Listen. Something else happened. I need to know what happened. Now here's the deal. You've only lived in that complex for 2 days. Are you aware there's cameras all over that complex?
I'm sure there are.
And what's that going to show? Just think about everything you've done in that complex last night. What is that going to show you do?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Everything you've done in that complex last night. What is that going to show you doing?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really don't know because, like I said, I was drunk.
What's in the trunk of that car?
I do not know what's in the trunk of that car.
Bertie knows. She said you showed her.
Bertie knows what's in the trunk of that car?
She was honest with us.
Well, what's in the trunk of that car?
You tell me.
Don't quite know, man. Don't quite know. I don't know what Brittany's talking. I really don't. And I understand you don't believe me. That's cool, man. I'm trying to be as honest with you as I can with what I remember.
Okay. So you saw that tape up, right? You saw the deputies and detectives out there.
I saw the tape. I heard the do. I was like, and I looked for David. David wasn't around. Told me to sleep on her section and use my phone because he's been using it all day. So
was there a tag on that car?
there was a tag on that car.
Okay.
That's also how I knew it was stolen, actually.
How do you know that?
Because he took the tag off.
Where do you put the tag?
Had to have been in the dumpster.
Do you know if you brought it in your house?
I wouldn't have bring it up in my house. I was in a drunken mindset last night. Like, if I would have known this shit was fucking stolen and shit, I would not fucking...
So did you see him put it in the dumpster?
I didn't see it. I did not see it.
You said you saw him take the tag off, right?
Yeah, I saw him rip the tag off.
Okay. And then what did he do with it?
Crumbled it.
Okay. Did he walk inside your apartment with you?
Yeah, like I said, he was on the section on the couch.
Right, but you said he didn't take the tag in your house.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm pretty damn sure he didn't bring the tag in my house. I'm pretty sure he threw it in the dumpster.
Okay. I'm not buying it, man. I mean, I know something happened to you last night. I just need to know what happened to you.
Man, the thing is, nothing happened to me. Whenever I get in sketchy atmospheres, I leave, bro.
If you couldn't leave this sketchy situation...
But I do leave the sketchy situation. The thing is, nothing happened to me. Whenever I get in sketchy atmospheres, I leave, bro.
If you couldn't leave this sketchy situation...
But I do leave the sketchy situation.
Okay. So nothing happened to you last night that was traumatic or anything like that. I mean, you had a night.
I just had a night. That's all, man. Hopefully when I gave you these names, hopefully that they will have the same kind of,
Who else was in that stolen car with you?
Brittany.
What was Brittany doing in there?
She was just riding with me.
So it was just you and Brittany in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you guys go?
I know. I'm sorry, we were just riding around. He wanted to ride his little whip.
Who?
Friggin' David.
You said it was just you and Brittany. Was David there?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't ride no. I don't have a driver's license. I learned that lesson.
So, I mean, there's another lie. So now you're out riding around, is what you're saying. You said you were at the house all night. See, this is why I need, if you need to stop and think, stop and think.
I'm trying to.
Because you're not going to. This is why I need, if you need to stop and think, stop and think.
I'm trying to.
Because you're just not going to bury yourself in a hole. All right, stop and think about what happened last night.
All right, man. Well, let's see what we have here. We drove around the block of my apartment complex. I don't know where else, if we went to Taco Bell at night, as they're in Dragonberry, whatever you want to call it, at my buddy Jeff's house. And then I downed a bunch of Michelob Ultras. I was intoxicated. And
so when were you over at Jeff's house?
Like I said, they picked me up later that night. So when they picked me up and dropped my phone off, or they picked me up and dropped me to the complex, or whatever, it was probably about 9:30.
So after you left Jeff's house, you never went back out?
No, actually after we left, I don't know if I was riding in, I don't know if we went straight back to the house and drove around, or if we just went straight back to the house. Like, I don't know.
Were you at Walmart last night or any of the stores?
Yeah, we had went to Walmart. Brittany and I went to Walmart with some of her friends because she wanted me to go to Alice. And I was like, no, I just want to go to Walmart, get some orange juice, blah, 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 blah.
What'd you get at Walmart?
Orange juice.
Just the orange juice.
Orange juice.
How did you pay?
Cash.
Cash.
I paid with that card. I paid with that thing I bought, David card.
You bought the thing with Davis, bought the sheet with your card. You paid cash for the orange juice. Okay. Now again, you realize Walmart has cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And every register has a camera pointing straight down at it.
I
So
understand.
if you go find your transaction, what's that camera going to show me?
Oh, it's simply orange.
What else?
Simply orange.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it was you, Brittany, and who else at Walmart?
Simply orange.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it was you, Brittany, and who else at Walmart?
Tiffany and her little boyfriend.
Okay. What time was this?
I don't know. I really don't know the time for him, man.
Where was David?
David was over there at the Pages. Yeah, everybody's still over there at the Pages. I was just getting out of there. Sorry I don't believe me, but I tried to be, alright?
Your times are off. Again, you're digging yourself in a hole.
But you understand, I was drinking yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My times are going to be off.
But you don't forget.
He's digging a big hole.
My times are going to be off.
But you don't forget the whole day yesterday. You recall you weren't drunk or you don't remember anything.
Well, I took a Xanax and I took that because I have some very bad anxiety, and my doctor hasn't been able to give me any of my Clozapins because he used to be accepting new patients. And so now, unfortunately, I've had to get Xanax off the streets. So now, sometimes I just don't remember things. And I didn't want to tell that, but I didn't want you to include that in the books, but like, that's straight up honesty, man.
Okay. What happened at Pages before Brittany picked you up?
Everybody just seemed to be chilling. Laying back on the couch.
You're gonna stick with that?
Did something happen at Paige's house that I don't know about?
You know about it. You just don't want to tell me about it.
What do I know about it?
I want you to tell me. So let me put it this way. Do you think that many, all that tape would be up just for a stolen car? Do you think all those people would be there just for one stolen car that's parked that we just go recover with the tow truck? Did you ever think about that? Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense to me.
Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense why 6 people were pointing the guns at my head today.
Does that make complete sense to you?
Now that makes sense.
Okay.
So what happened?
With all those people there, alright, I'm sure you saw all the trucks out there. It's a crime scene unit. Alright, they're going to process everything. We've already processed a bunch of stuff. Alright, do you know how DNA works?
I have.
Okay. DNA is in all your bodily fluid. Your spit, your blood, hair follicles, that's correct. So anything you touched, even the sweat we touched on this table, my DNA is on the table. If you sweat, if you bled, your DNA is going to be there. And that's what the crime scene unit's job to do, is to find that. Additionally, just like if someone else's DNA gets on you, or your property, we're also going to find that DNA on you. Job to do is to find that. Additionally, just like if someone else's DNA gets on you, or your property, we're also going to find that DNA on you. Alright, so I think you're sitting here playing dumb. Alright, because I think...
I'm not playing dumb, man. Like, please check my DNA on anything.
Okay. Would you let us go to sample your DNA? It's a little swab of your mouth?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You mind if I get that swab now?
You can go for it. Alright.
I'll be right back.
Am I on that water before I do it or no?
Yeah, you can drink water. I'll get you some.
Yeah, can't be walking around here.
If I have any other more information, can I have a number call you?
Yeah, I'll get you a copy for.
Okay. Being released here, or?
We'll figure that out in just a second. Alright, say your first name for me?
Patrick. Berrane, B-E-R-R-A-N-E.
I'm just going to fill this out for you, and I'll bring it to you. This is a bunch of legal stuff. This is mainly written to search a house or a car or something like that.
Well, that's my consent, so like...
Right, and it's just saying your consent thing. All I'm going to do is get a swab in your mouth, and that's just going to give us a standard DNA, and that'll eliminate you for everything we got going on.
Awesome.
Okay. If you can initial there and sign there, if you want to read this, this is saying that I advise you your constitutional right. We don't have a search warrant to get your DNA or anything. You can refuse, and
I was in the car.
right, and you explain that to us. I'm just saying with other places.
Okay.
All right, we understand. That's why I said honesty is a big part. So like I said, as long as we can account for where you were,
Yeah.
we're good.
Alright, I may have known something went wrong. That pages, but I didn't know about it until we pulled up.
You pulled up where?
At my place, I didn't know about that.
Okay. What did you pull up in? You pulled up where?
At my place, I didn't know about that.
Okay. What did you pull up in?
In that car.
Okay. Alright. Well, you want to talk about that now, or do you want to get this out of the way, or?
I shouldn't, either way, I probably shouldn't even pull up on that. Just when he opened that, it freaked me out. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't, you know what I mean?
Alright, like I said, if you want to do this, we can talk about it and figure out what happened.
Okay.
Alright?
I'm just feeling like,
And I ain't saying we're done talking. I still want to talk to you.
Yeah, so I still want your number just so I can, I want...
I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to listen to you.
Okay.
Alright?
I appreciate it. I've just been told that so many times, you know what I mean? Not from you, like just not from, you know, the people in your enforcement, or just people in general. But I would like you to add that in notes for me. That, are these private, man? Because honestly,
Yeah, these are my notes. No one sees these notes.
like, if that were to be shown, that I saw that, I would die. So, I'm kind of in a little predicament here.
So, you want to talk about it? You want to wait on this? Or you want to get this out of the way?
Or do you want to?
You want to talk about it? You want to wait on this? Or you want to get this out of the way?
Or do you want to write that on it actually, because he pulled up in the trunk or something?
Who pulled up in the trunk?
Hey,
Who's him?
freaking did.
David? Alright.
Sorry.
He pulled up where?
After he's already at the complex, he pulled up in the trunk. I don't know what for. I was, like I said, I was drunk. But he pulled it. I looked and that was that.
Who was it?
It was a body.
The body? Who was it?
Everybody knows him. I've met him maybe 3 times. His name is Hoyt.
Hoyt. What did David say about it? What did David say about it?
He didn't really have much to say.
Did you touch him?
No, I haven't.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's what we want to eliminate you from.
Yeah. No, exactly. And that's why when you brought that up, and I just thought about it.
No, if
I'm not the type of person that, like, if I see that, like, oh yeah, go park and visit, or let me help you here. You know, like, that's just, like, not how I am, even though I knew Hoyt was a very horrible, like, not a very good person.
And that's what we want to do. If you didn't touch anything in the trunk, you didn't touch him, then, I mean, you're telling me your DNA is not going to be on him. That's why I let you get this.
Absolutely. Okay, I just wanted you, you know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as honest as I can, but, like, without, like, you know, getting myself hurt or getting hurt or getting something.
And that's why I explain to everyone what DNA is. So, you know, if you want to read that, I can explain it to you, but like I say, it's kind of written more for a house.
What's 285 minutes away?
That's the address. That's where you're at right now. That's why I said it's kind of.
That's right there.
No, this is.
Okay.
It's basically reading like your mouth is physically at the sheriff's office. That's because the DNA standards come from your mouth. That's what it's saying. That's why that address is there.
Okay, understood. And I'm really not trying to, you know.
No, that's why I'm here to explain it to you.
Like, I'm really not trying to lie about things.
No, I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I'm trying, like,
Just initial right up top there. And then sign of that X.
Yeah, because this is not my lifestyle. This is nothing I like to be into. That's why I'm taking a little shit and I'm never probably going to repeat this again. Just because whenever I'm over there, I have to leave because I have much anxiety.
Drugs. Drugs over there. Is he selling? You don't have to answer that, don't worry about it. I don't care, I'll just ask him.
You know how it is, man. It's like I want to be as honest with you as possible. But I also don't want to get in trouble, but I also don't want to die. And
Alright, there's 2 swabs in here, there's a swab each side of your mouth, alright?
why are you guys looking for me and not the dog?
You didn't have David's, why was I the first person to go to? Why was I the first person to go to?
You were out there. Your apartment was right there.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That's why we wanted to talk to you. I figured you had some information.
Yeah. I should have just came down there to begin with.
Why didn't you call us when you saw it?
You know, I just heard doom, 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 doom. And I look out the window, and there's just a big yellow line, and I had a little greenery on me.
So why didn't you call us? You said that,
When I saw that,
yeah.
because I was afraid, to be honest with you. He has a lot of people.
So explain how that happened again, if you were with him. And then you said he showed you the trunk. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was going to start there, but we can start from there.
So, no, start at the beginning.
Okay, I was at Pages. I had my book bag, my black Jamesport book bag over there. And I had my cell phone over there. He took my cell phone. I forgot to get my cell phone back from him. Anyway, he dropped my cell phone off at Jack's house over there with me. And I was like, shit, well, I'm going to go ahead and get a ride back home. We got a ride back home, and I don't know why it was showing or how or what, but it was.
And what did you see when you opened the trunk?
Face.
The face? Was anything else in the trunk?
Probably. It's kind of hard to focus on anything else in the trunk when you're looking at it.
Nothing but,
You know,
What did he have on?
what did he have on?
What did Hoyt have on?
I had no clue. He was backed up. All I could do was see his face.
He was backed up.
He was backed up, and all I could do was see his face. And his face was just covered in blood.
So when you left Jeff's house, he drove you back. When you got back, he showed you?
Yeah, when we were at my apartment complex.
Okay. And then you let him spend the night with you?
I know it sounds horrible, man.
And then you went to AutoZone and bought a sheet and put it over the car?
He told me that basically don't get into it. Like, he basically said, like, I just gotta go handle this. I just need to sit here right now and make some phone calls. And I was like, and I've only met the guy 3 times. I've only met him 3 times in Pages, man. And so that was stupid of me, but my girl was asking me to come upstairs. I was still intoxicated. I've only met him 3 times in Pages, man. And so that was stupid of me, but my girl was asking me to come upstairs. I was still intoxicated.
So when did she see it?
Same time as me.
How did she get outside if you guys just pulled up?
He opened the door. I'm sorry, that was a kind of sarcastic answer, but
So why didn't you call us after he left?
why did you?
Why didn't you call us after he left?
I thought he was, like I said, and it makes no sense. Like, he should have, like, I mean, maybe I think the top room is gone, but the door doesn't lock. You know what I mean? And you guys were just opening the door. So it didn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
I thought he was like, I had no clue.
Okay.
But I knew you guys would have found him, but you guys were like, man, you guys were everywhere. But I fucked up there. And that's kind of, you know what I mean? I just don't, like, I don't want to be part of it. And I didn't keep anything on my property other than I let him use my phone and my iPad. I said, you can chill up on the sectional.
So did he bring anything else in your house?
No.
Nothing else?
Unless there was something in his pockets.
Okay. Did you help him carry anything?
No, I didn't. I I'm telling you no. And I'm also telling you I'm intoxicated, but I'm like 99% sure I didn't help him grab anything.
Alright, you're starting to be honest with me. I appreciate that. But I still know there's more to it. Okay? We're going to find your DNA on any guns. What kind of gun we going to find your DNA on?
I don't know, man.
What gun did you have last night?
Well, I mean, I had 21. I had 11 guns. And so, alright. Since we're down to basics here, man, sorry for not being transparent with you, but she doesn't, you know, just, but I just tried to give you everything up until then, so maybe you can call other people. Because I didn't want to be the one that, you know, hurt.
What did I tell you when you first came in here? At first, you already told yourself, you told me that, you know, people came in, 6 guys had guns on you. You already said that.
No,
You did. You did.
I never said.
When I first walked in, you said it was a crazy night. And you said 6 guys had guns on you. Alright, you said that. That's because...
Maybe pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm very confused because I never remember saying that.
Okay.
I think it's
We can go back and check, but I heard you say that.
Okay, yeah, can we please go back and check?
Not right now, because I want to talk about what happened last night.
Okay.
Alright. You were in a unique position where you're one of the first people we've talked to. I already told you that.
Yes.
Now, I know you being at the house and just seeing a body in the trunk of the car is complete bullshit.
That's not bullshit. It's really not, man.
It is. Now, I mean, think about it. If you're sitting here all relaxed and everything, alright, if we prove something else happened, that you're involved in something else, okay, now's the time to give me your... It is. Now, I mean, think about it. If you're sitting here all relaxed and everything, alright, if we prove something else happened, that you're involved in something else, okay, now's the time to give me your side of the story. Because when we talk to everyone else, I can guarantee you, no one else gives a shit about you when they're looking at what's going on, okay?
You're right.
And when they all start throwing you under the bus, you've already told us your side of the story. We're not going to give you a second chance to tell us your side of the story. Alright?
That's why I originally wanted you to know.
I want to know exactly what happened. I want to know everything that happened. I want to know the truth. And you're not being truthful with me right now.
Okay. Well, I'm being truthful about a lot. The only untruthful thing I'm not being about is that I had some weapons and I had Page called me. He said, man, Michael Cooper, which has a warrant out for his arrest. Sorry, I should have definitely said that name before. Michael Cooper, that has a warrant out for his arrest. Michael Cooper, M-I-C-H-A-E-L, C-O-O-P-E-R. Has a warrant out for his arrest. Him and A-E-L, C-O-O-P-E-R. Has a warrant out for his arrest. Him and whatever his name is. Hoyt. And so anyway, they pulled up at the house a couple times with a bunch of different people. But I never said sticks or anything like that. And so Paige just asked if I could borrow something, if he could borrow something. So I let him go borrow something that was completely legal.
And what'd you let him borrow?
I let him borrow 40 and a naked.
So when did you bring that over?
As soon as I had left Jeff's, I went to go do construction on his house.
You brought that with you?
Yeah, I brought that over there. And nobody showed up. I wasn't even at his house anymore.
where are those guns now?
They took them last time. They're in a hotel somewhere. I don't know. I have no clue. I do know that Coop and Hoyt and a bunch of other people were trying to get in. Because, like I said, he has, all that sunroof. So I was like, all right, man, well, here you go. 6 hours for me.
You were there. It was a city?
Yes, sir. 6 hours for it.
Whose gun is that?
Everything is mine.
Okay. What other guns were there?
Those should have just been the guns.
Where do you bring them in?
I brought them in a book bag.
A book bag and a transport?
A transport book bag. Yes, sir.
You left your, so why was your bag brought back to you?
Probably because David brought it back to me.
So did you ask, you said you asked for it back?
Mm-hmm.
Were the guns in it when you got it back?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any guns at your apartment right now?
Shouldn't be. There might be a tiny little 25.
Okay.
Just for home protection. I never go out carrying anything like that.
So what went down at Page's last night? I know you were there.
I was only there for a short period.
You were there when everything went down.
No, I left.
People already pointing their finger at you.
Okay, well, I left. I did that at the house.
And that doesn't bother you that people pointing their finger at you. You're not being honest with me. Other people are saying you did it. So if I know you're not being honest with me, I mean, how am I going to believe that you weren't there? I mean, you were there. I need you to tell me what happened at the house.
I'm telling you exactly. I did not know. I dropped those things off for him, and I didn't want to be part of that. I've been shooting since I was 6. The only reason I have been is just to go out on the firing range.
And you're allowed to have guns. You're not allowed to shoot somebody, though.
Why are you telling me that shots for him? Never shoot somebody.
What do you think I'm telling you?
I'm wondering why.
Because you did it.
Why do you say I did that?
Because that people have told us you did it.
Well, people are full of shit. I don't know who did it.
Well, why are they pointing their finger at you? Why does anyone have any reason to lie on you and said you did it?
What reason did I have with Hoyt and Coop?
That's what I'm trying to find out from you.
I don't even know. I don't even know what. I met Hoyt 3 times too. Maybe 4. Coop, he was over at Page's every single day. They're over there trying to go over there to get all of his fucking, he likes to sell ice. I dropped that stuff off and I left him.
You know that's not true. Again, you're one of the first people to be able to tell us your side of the story, and you want to sit here and tell me that. All right, this just happened. All right, a lot of stuff's gonna be processed. We're gonna figure out what happened eventually.
I understand.
And if we have to play this recording back in front of a jury, and you're just sitting back, I didn't do it, and we're able to prove that you did it, how do you think that's gonna look to a jury?
That'd be pretty bad.
That's why I need the honest truth about what happened last night. You need to come clean what happened eventually.
I understand.
And if we have to play this recording back in front of a jury, and you're just sitting back, I didn't do it, and we're able to prove that you did it, how do you think that's going to look to a jury?
That'd be pretty bad.
That's why I need the honest truth about what happened last night. You need to come clean about what happened at the house last night.
I just gave you the honest truth, man. I really did. I gave you the honest truth. I really did.
Well,
I don't like being involved in situations like that.
well, you're involved. There's nothing you can do about it. You're involved. People were saying that you did it. That's why I'm trying to figure out what happened. I don't think you're a bad guy that you're just going to go out and murder somebody.
No.
So if there's an explanation as to what happened, that's what we need to know now. So I'm not going to sit here and keep asking the same question over and over and over again and continue being lied to. I told you before, I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to listen about what happened last night, and I'm here to listen to your side of the story. I can't force you to give me your side of the story. not gonna keep sitting here and wasting my time. There's other stuff that needs to be done.
I understand.
Alright, Hoyt was killed last night, you saw that. We have to go continue working that, and I can't waste my time with someone sitting here lying to me. Looking me in the face and lying to me.
But it happened. See, I feel more comfortable I would talk to my father and just call you back because my dad's very smart with this kind of stuff. Is that okay?
I don't have a phone, you can call your dad right now.
Is that okay?
I don't have a phone, you can call your dad right now.
Well, okay, am I still going to get to anytime?
Yeah, you can't leave right now.
Okay. Man. So what had happened? I jumped the back fence and shit got wild. I didn't pull the trigger.
You did.
I have family in town, man.
You know what?
I said I have family in town. People know one of those sisters. You know what I mean?
Our job is to lock them up.
No.
I want to make sure your family's safe. But, you know, you look out for you.
I know.
So obviously everyone else is going to look out for them. I know it's difficult to talk about, but you said we need to know.
I just feel a lot more comfortable if I talk to my father.
Did your dad know what happened?
I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't. Boy was already dead before he got shot.
He's already dead before he got shot. What happened to him?
You see his face?
I haven't.
I looked at it for a couple seconds and I couldn't even look at it.
What happened to his face?
I just bashed him with a hammer.
With a hammer? Who had the hammer?
I saw a hammer, I guess a pistol, and then the thing is they told me to get down because they knew he had guns and I could rob him.
Who had guns? Or who told who to get down?
Hoyt and Cooper. Cooper's over at Page's house all the time. And Coop was signed up.
Who told who to get down?
Hoyt and Cooper. Cooper's over at Page's house all the time. And Coop was signed on to Page's messenger. And I don't know, I went through the Page's memos because Coop had said some slick stuff. So Page was like, oh, I'm on Coop's messenger, let me slide through. And then he saw that, hey, no, we're about to do this. And that was like 45 minutes previous. Something like that, how it goes. And so that's why I said, and when they came, right after freaking Hoyt came, then two other people came walking up to it.
You know who they were?
Cooper.
Who's Cooper?
Michael Cooper.
Okay.
Michael Cooper's not running any games. He has nothing to lose.
So what did Mike Cooper do?
away.
So who came out and attacked?
Nobody came out and attacked. Hoyt came in, and the plan was Hoyt was going to come in, and he was going to try to sell some drugs, and because they were trying to get them set up before they were going to get set us up. No violence. You know, it was the last option for me. They knew that, like, I don't even say this every week because I'm not part of that group. Like, I hang out there maybe once at most 2 times a week. You know, but when there's a friend that says they need my help, I try to just give them whatever. So that's really what happened, man.
So how did it all go down? Where Hoyt got hurt?
Oh yes. So this is what happened. So Hoyt came up in the kitchen, and then David walked behind the wall, pointed a gun, and he said, "Oh hell no!" And
Hoyt said, "Oh hell no."
Yeah, he said, "Oh hell no." And they went to go fight. David put his hand around his throat. And I missed all that part. I was just in the back. Like, I was like, they already got everybody in, you know, like if I can be not part of this, I don't want to be part of this.
Who else was out there fighting? Besides David and Hoyt?
Stan, Paige, and David.
So who had the hammer?
I don't know, but the hammerman, everything happened so damn quick. But Hoyt just wouldn't let go. Hoyt just kept, like he just wouldn't stop.
What was he doing?
Like just trying to fight back all the time and just trying to like reach up in his pockets and stuff like that. And they're like, just get down, Hoyt. Because Cooper and them were walking up right then. And so he's down on the ground, and he was down on the ground. He was still fighting, still kicking, still punching. Nobody put a gun, and she pulled the trigger.
So how did you get shot?
Bill got shot because somebody was holding something, and he went to go yank that gun from them.
What kind of gun was it that shot him?
I'm trying to be honest with you here.
Was it a rifle or a pistol?
It was a rifle.
Who had the rifle?
There was a couple of rifles. I just don't feel more, like I'm trying to tell you everything that I can. You know what I mean?
Who had the rifle that he tried to grab?
Huh?
Who had the rifle that Hoyt tried to grab?
I understand you're about to get upset. But I don't want to tell you, you know what I mean?
See, I know you're telling the truth about the rifle. Alright, this is something we need to know.
But I don't want to tell you, you know what I mean?
See, I know you're telling the truth about the rifle. Alright, this is something we need to know. Again, you need to look out for yourself.
I know.
You're saying you had the rifle.
I was in possession. Not at the time. But I had the rifle.
And that's why we need clarification.
Okay. I just feel a whole lot more comfortable if I talk to my father. It's just, he's very good advice about this stuff.
Okay.
Like, I mean, they just came in there with intentional,
Like I said, that's all we're trying to get to the bottom of, is what happened.
I understand. And I'm trying to, I hope I got you somewhere. But I do want to let you know that who had that, Hoyt yanked it from me.
See, that's what I was trying to get at before.
Because obviously nobody would ever do that.
You know, what you're telling me is it didn't sound like they meant to pull the trigger. It was an accident. It wasn't supposed to go down like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, also the finger wasn't even on the trigger, it was just on the side. But that was good enough with the yank, because he yanked it at an angle.
Who told you that? How'd you know?
Good enough with the yank, because he yanked it at an angle.
Who told you that? How'd you know the finger wasn't on the trigger?
It just, people wanted to keep repeating it.
Which one was it?
And you know, that's almost because I possibly could, bro. You know? I'm really trying to be honest here, because I'm not up into any of this stuff, and I just, like, the only reason I have guns is because my dad owns 2 gun shops in Miami, and I've been talking safety my entire life. That's the only reason. And
like I said, man, I mean, if you're a witness to this, you just could tell us what you saw. You know, you witnessed it happen.
Dude, like, honestly, I barely witnessed it happen, man. Like, I couldn't take it. I really couldn't. It was too much for me. I had my 40 on my side, and I felt protected in the other room, and ladies were back there, and...
Did you ever see Hoyt with the gun?
I saw him reaching for his pockets. I don't know what they pulled out of there. As soon as all that happened, I left. I just jumped the back fence. I was like, I can't take this.
Where'd you go after you jumped the back fence?
That's when Brittany picked me up.
Where'd she pick you up at?
She picked me up at the Shell on Applewood.
Where'd you guys go?
Walmart.
What'd you get at Walmart?
Huh?
What'd you get at Walmart?
Orange juice.
And what else?
Orange juice and some moving pins.
And where'd you go after that?
My bad with Brittany. No, I went to Jeff's.
You need to go back to Page's. Why are we hearing otherwise?
I don't know if you're hearing that from otherwise. But I didn't go back to Pages because I didn't want to go back there.
Okay. So then Brady dropped you back off of the house?
Brittany didn't drop me out back at the house.
Now you went back to Jeff's?
So I figured I got there, but it was either my friend Bethany. She has nothing to do with this. Nothing. Those are just good kids, good 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. It's just like that one.
So what happened there? What happened at Jeff's after all this went down?
I just went over there and just needed to chill out. I needed a drink.
And how'd you get home?
That's when David had my phone. And so David came, grabbed my phone. And
How did David know you were over at Jeff's?
Because I told him I was at Jeff's.
If he had your phone though, how did you tell him?
I called him off of Jeff's phone.
Why would you call him after all this went down?
Because I needed my phone.
So you're afraid about what happened, and you jumped the fence, but you still call the guy who was involved in this? Why didn't you call us from Jeff's phone and say, hey, this is what I just saw. I just saw someone die.
was in shock, man. I didn't know what the hell to do. I'd never seen that. I couldn't even, like, I was getting hysterical. I didn't know how to just jump the fence and just dip for a little bit. And go grab a beer from the gas station. Feel me? I've never seen that body like that before.
So how did you get back to your place?
Feel me? I've never seen that body like that before.
So how did you get back to your place?
David drove me back to my place. He asked me if he could put the car in visitor. I said, yeah, you can put it in visitor. Before that, he didn't put it in visitor. Before that, he put it in just straight middle of the complex. And I knew the car, and at first I didn't know it was stolen. Then I knew it was stolen.
What was the purpose of letting Bethany see what was in the trunk? Or not Bethany, I'm sorry, Brittany.
That was not me. That was not me.
I'm just saying, what was the purpose of showing someone else what happened?
There's no purpose in that. Would anybody find any pride in that? I know I wouldn't.
So why was she showing it? And you still let David inside your house?
Yeah, I fucked up, man. I fucked up by letting him in my house. I was in so much shock, I didn't know what to do. I just wanted, like, him out, and I know I should have called you guys, but I was honestly, like the people that hang around over there, like Cooper, Hoyt, and Paige is much of a danger, but like, those people will kill my family. And I know there's always car protection and all that, man, but like,
What did they think when you ran out? That's kind of you ditch them. I mean, if you were scared, why don't you stick around instead of...
I had to dip out. I had to. I had the audacity to call Paige and say, everything going to be alright.
What was the plan with the body? Did they ever discuss that with you? Is there any reason we'll find white blood on you? On any of your clothing or anything?
Yeah, actually there is. Because when they were trying to wrestle him down in the kitchen and hit his head in the hammer, blood got on the back t-shirts. When they were trying to wrestle him down in the kitchen and hit his head in the hammer, blood got on the back t-shirts.
What about the front of your t-shirt?
Nothing on the front of my t-shirt.
Okay. So, what kind of gun shot him? Well, you couldn't remember, or you didn't tell me earlier, but you said that you had it before. It was an AK.
I'll have a short commercial interruption for the channel shortly, meaning a mentor lawyer video about the Samurai Fash murder case.
It was an AK. And then who took it from you?
Paige and friend Jesse, which I don't even know his last name.
So this guy Jesse that was there?
Jesse was there kind of. I'm sorry, it slipped my brain. I feel like he just came back there to pick them up.
Did you see what happened to Hoyt after all that happened? What did they do with him?
I left at that point. I
people telling us that they drove you back there after Walmart.
Nobody drove me back there after Walmart.
Why would that have been said?
I don't know, man. I really don't know why that would be said. If anything, I went over there to go get my JanSport and my cell phone, and I got my cell phone, and I was like, yo, let me get my book bag, and you were gonna give me a book bag, and I didn't want to ride after I saw that, even though
So who drove you back over there?
Jeff.
But how'd you get from Walmart back there?
Tiffany and Brittany.
Okay, so Brittany dropped you back off over there, and then Brittany left you there.
I was like, Brittany, look, I'm about to be home right now. I just need to grab my book bag and just need to go to Jeff's real quick. Like, please, like, I just, like, emotionally fucked up right now.
Brittany left you at Pages, so who?
Bethany, Jeff's roommate.
Bethany Christensen?
I don't know her last name. She drives the white. It's like a red little hatchback kind of thing.
So Bethany was there too?
No, Bethany's never part of this.
So how did she drop you from Pages to Jeff's?
She just picks me up because she's my friend.
So whose phone did you used to call her if they had your phone?
I use Jeff's phone.
You were at Page's house, you said. When Brittany dropped you off at Page's house and left you there.
Yes. And then I got my phone when I was there.
At Page's house?
Yes, because my phone...
So how did you get from Page's house? How did you leave Page's house after Brittany left you?
Bethany.
So you called, so Bethany was there at Page's house?
No. I called her and told her, please pick me up.
And where did she pick you up at?
Right down the road. I don't even know, dude. Like, my mom was so fucked up like that. I was scatterbrained, man. Plus on top of that, and alcohol.
So we're gonna have to talk to her. You sure that's what she's gonna tell us?
Yes.
I don't think she's gonna tell us that.
Alright, man. Like, honestly, I just been as honest as I could, bro.
You are. You're leaving some parts out. Again, like I said, I know it's difficult for you.
I just don't see shit like that, and I was scatterbrained, and I was just like,
That's what I'm saying. Just take a minute to compose yourself and gather your thoughts and think about what happened. Okay.
Bethany, am I in trouble for this?
I don't know what's gonna happen. We gotta figure this out.
And I was scatterbrained, and I was just like,
that's what I'm saying. Just take a minute to compose yourself and gather your thoughts and think about what happened. Okay.
Bethany, am I in trouble for this?
I don't know what's gonna happen. We gotta figure this out. We still have a lot of people to talk to. Alright, and that's the thing, you already told me all these people there. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Every one of those people are gonna sit in a room like this and talk to me. And they're gonna give you their side of the story. And, you know, your story's not quite hang up. I'm not saying you're being 100% dishonest with me.
But it's just a few parts that's changed from the beginning. I understand that.
But
it's just because I actually know. And that's really like how it got down, man.
But you didn't leave Paige's house with Bethany? Who drove you away from Paige's house? What car did you ride in?
if I knew a car, I would not know if I rode with, man. I don't know, but it wasn't with David. It wasn't with David. Yeah. I mean, not that I feel bad, I'm trying to get to you're trying to get to the bottom of this. So what would that be? What would that be for them? Self-protection? For who? For everybody that did that.
That did what? That Hoyt? How are they protecting themselves?
Because Hoyt came in there with two people right behind there with guns.
They had guns?
Yes.
You said you didn't see any guns.
The two Coop and whoever, I think it was with Juju. I don't know Juju's full name. Yes, there's text messages saying that they're getting there tonight, they're going to rob him.
But the agent about it, man.
Because he wanted to get them before that they're getting there tonight, they're going to rob him.
But the agent about it, man.
Because he wanted to get them before they get him. And it was never ever supposed to be anything. Well, it just went out of control.
What do you mean Paige wanted to get them before they got Paige?
Paige didn't want anything real bad to happen.
So why did he invite them in?
Because he invited them in so he could put them on the floor. Was his plan, or he freaking put them tied up or something, just because there was already people. He told me that there were people going zoom, passing by all the time. And so that was the original plan, and apparently it was not conquered well.
So why did you stick around knowing that plan was going to happen? That sounded like a good plan.
I don't know.
If you thought someone was going to rob you, would you still invite them over?
I mean, that's serious. Like he just didn't want 10 people coming up at him. You know what I mean? Because like they said, I'm sure when you talk to Paige, he'll show you his messages. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to sync the video and the audio. I gotta pause it every once in a while to do that.
His messages. You know what I mean? Because they were planning on it right then and there.
So where did you go after Paige's? At the same time. You don't remember who drove you to Jeff's?
I really don't. It could have been anybody, man.
So then what happened at Jeff's? You had a couple drinks?
I just need to chill out and relax.
And then who picked you up?
Freaking David picked me up.
But how did you contact him? Because you said you already got your phone in your backpack when you went back.
You're right about that. I really don't know how I contacted you. Or you contacted me. One of the two, I don't know.
Why would he want to contact you, though?
Because he knew that he had something that he wanted to store in a visitor for a spot.
So all the places in Tallahassee, all the places to have a car, all the places to park the car, he's going to pick a college complex.
Yes.
with students going back and forth, move out day.
I know it makes sense. If I was in my right mind, I would have been like to me, honestly, last time was a blur. But I mean, like, I remember what happened because my adrenaline was pumping. But like little things like that with the cell phone and everything, honestly, man, I don't remember little things like that. I'm really being honest with you.
So it's kind of the important part.
Yeah.
That you're forgetting. Or just not telling me.
What's that?
How the body left Paige's house and ended up around the corner from your apartment.
Because he put it in the trunk. I didn't help him put it in the trunk. I found out.
Why do you pick you and not anyone else that was at the house?
I found out that shit was. I found out. Why they would pick me for what?
I mean, why pick your complex where there's towing and all this other stuff? You know, you knew what happened to Hoyt, and you tell him to go park in a business spot.
I know. Honestly, I wasn't even completely even sure. I just.
So you drove around with him most of the night?
No, I didn't.
Well, Brittany did.
No, she didn't.
Well, then she must be lying about that. Why would Brittany lie about riding in a car with a dead body in the trunk?
Good question. Good question. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't make any sense to me. Really trying not to. You know, all the information I had, but you know, I'll say that's.
So, who had the rifle when it was accidentally fired?
I don't know, man. I was in the opposite room. I was in the kitchen. They were in the living room.
You said before, you just didn't want to tell me. So what did you hear? Who said what?
I didn't hear anything. I was very shocked, man.
Before, you said that Hoyt was dead before he was shot. Before, you just didn't want to tell me. So what did you hear? Who said what?
I didn't hear anything. I was very shocked, man.
Before, you said that Hoyt was dead before he was shot, too.
Absolutely.
So how was he reaching for the gun if he was dead?
Good. See, I was, like, you couldn't even see his face. He just, it was like last little, like, power that he had. Like his mouth was open.
So if you saw that, how didn't you see the gun go off? If you saw him on the ground and you saw his last movement reach for the gun, how didn't you see it go off?
I saw his face when I walked over to the kitchen. And I was explaining what had happened.
But you just told me the last amount of strength he had was to reach for that gun.
Yes.
So how do you know that?
Because that happened.
But if you weren't there, how do you know the gunshot didn't kill him?
This is the living room. This is a little hallway. This is where he was. I'm in the hallway. This is where he was. I'm in the kitchen with the girls.
So did you see him reach for the gun?
I was told that.
So now you were told that. So why did you tell me
Man,
that?
I saw some movement there, man. That's all, I know I saw some movement there.
So you saw who was standing over him with the gun?
It wasn't really.
Why are you distancing yourself from that?
Why are you trying to accuse me of that?
So I want to know what happened.
But I've told you everything that's happened.
You said that before when it first started, that you were at the house all night.
Alright, and then I got honest with you, and I told you everything that happened on that paper, and I even gave you names that I didn't even want to.
But there's still some stuff that's not adding up. I think there's still some stuff you're not telling me.
I mean, I'm just your second person, like, Brittany doesn't even, like, know, Brittany really knows anything, she didn't even be like that, but, like, she was looking at, I didn't even be like that, but, like, she was looking at that too much, and, I mean, I gave you all those names, man. I guess they're just going to tell you what they're going to tell you.
You just gave me first names. I mean, Cooper ran away. Let's go through these names again. So we already know Paige was there. We know Paige. I got it. I'll read them off to you. Paige. Yeah, we know Paige.
Michael Cooper.
Right, but he was there with Hoyt.
Yes.
You don't know David's last name.
David was yeah, he's the main one that you never seen.
You don't know Stan's last name.
Stan, starts with a W. Stan, Wesley. Like, I'm trying to help you. I really am, but like, this just comes to a point where like, I get scatterbrained, I get emotional, I hope you can understand to a certain extent.
So the four people there are you, David, Stan, and Paige. 4 guys.
Shit, I was there half the time, man.
When it all went down, you were there.
In the other room, and then when I heard something, I left. I peeked around the corner once just to make sure it was under control, to make sure that they weren't getting hurt. And then I guess I should have looked out for other people too.
I thought you were with the girls in the kitchen.
I said I peeked around the corner one time. I was in the kitchen with the girls.
I just haven't seen the house. Is it blocked off from the...
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So you walk in the door. This is the living room. And there's a couch there, I'm not sure whatever the couch is. And then if you go on this side of the living room, it's the hallway. And then the hallway just keeps going. Here's your kitchen. See what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying like I wasn't like ready if somebody like would have like pulled, something out on me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like that I would have backed off from that, but like I didn't want to be any part of it.
So, how many people had guns?
I have no clue, bro.
When you had a gun, you had a pistol. And obviously someone had a rifle that was fired. Were any other guns there that you saw? Anyone else have a gun?
I saw a 38. I saw 38, and I saw it's Astra 45.
So 3 pistols and a You get a 40? Where's that going at now?
They took it.
If you had it on your waist, and when you heard the gunshot, you jumped the fence, how did they take it?
Because Jesse took it. And then when he heard it, Jesse was like, give me something. I said, here you go.
You said you kept it on you for your protection.
I did keep it on me until Jesse asked me.
And when did Jesse get there?
Jesse was there on and off. He couldn't take it either.
So where'd Jesse go?
Jesse went, he asked me.
And when did Jesse get there?
Jesse was there on and off. He couldn't take it either.
So where'd Jesse go?
Jesse went, I don't know, my truck.
What's his last name?
I don't know Jesse's last name.
What time did Jesse first get there?
Like, I'll tell you my time frames.
Oh, did you get there before everything happened? Did you get there before Hoyt? After Hoyt?
Before. And then, yeah, then he left.
He left before Hoyt got there?
Yeah, but he left before, yeah, he got there. Before Hoyt got there. And he came back and just parked somewhere,
And when did he get back? Was it before or after Hoyt was beat?
Oh, it was like right before.
So he was there for everything?
I mean, Hoyt was coming just as hard.
So if he said Hoyt got there and walked in, how did he get there?
Because he was trying to sell drugs.
Right, so Jesse came, left, and came again, and he was there when Hoyt showed up and walked in.
Yes. I'm being as honest as I can remember, but I understand you're an investigator, so you...
I'm not buying the whole honest as you can remember. I think you don't have a problem remembering it all. It's a matter of actually getting it out your mouth.
Again, I do this to sync the audio and the video.
You don't have a problem remembering it all. It's a matter of actually getting it out your mouth.
Boy, you'd be surprised, man. It's been a shitty month, and I've been taking a lot of Xanax. But I know that I need to stay away from...
So how do you know Jesse left if you left right after the gunshot?
Because Jesse and I both left after the gunshots.
Where'd you guys go?
And then on my way back, when we were coming down over to Paige was going. And I went over to Jeff's.
So who else was going when you got back to Paige's?
Huh? Who else was going?
Paige was going where?
To a hotel.
What was he driving?
The truck, Jesse's.
You know who was with him?
Go Paige.
Was Jesse with him?
Oh yeah, Jesse's driving. It's true. And then, Stan left him before that.
So Stan was gone when you got back?
Stan tipped, even though he was part of it. I'm not hands on it, but...
Where was that stolen car when you got back?
Where was the stolen car? The stolen car was in the driveway.
Was you sitting in the driveway?
Yeah.
Like in front of the dumpster?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, we know where the car was when the body was put in and it wasn't there. And now you're saying you got there and Stan's gone, Paige is on the way out, Jesse's on the way out with his girl, which leaves you and David there. So who put the body in the trunk?
Oh no, that should have been done before I left.
How do you know?
Because I didn't put it in there. I left, and they were doing that.
How do you know what happened before you left?
I know what happened. I'll never make a mistake like this ever again. It wasn't my mistake, but I should have never ever embedded in it to begin with. Much less let a motherfucker. Much less let a motherfucker. I mean, I don't know. Stay by the house.
I'd say that would be the truth.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why I did it. But I don't know why I let him just stay by the house. I was just trying to get better than my girl.
So that's all you want to tell me about what happened?
Yeah, man. I really suffered. Like, that's what happened. I know David said that he was going to go down Gainesville or something and took a party.
You said you guys going to talk about that?
He said, he brought it up, and he said, I wasn't talking about it.
So why did he bring it to your house?
Because he said it was dark and he was scared. So he asked me a couple times.
Asked you a couple times to do what?
Just keep the freaking car the fucking at that place.
Do what?
Just keep the freaking car the fucking at that place. Excuse me.
And you trusted he was going to come back and get a body out of the car that he left at your place?
I was hoping, I thought he was just grab everything and go.
Grab what?
The car in the front. I don't want anything that I don't steal. I don't do anything.
If someone has a dead person in their car and they ask you, hey, hold on to this, you really thought he'd take it with them?
No, I wasn't holding on to that. He was in possession of that the entire time. I was not holding on to that. I would never hold on to anything like that. All he did was he parked up in the middle of it, and he was like, oh, I'm a parking visitor. I wasn't really paying too much attention to him. He was just trying to talk to Paige somehow.
And how was he going to talk to Paige?
Facebook. I let him use my phone for a little bit.
Where's your phone at?
Should be in, if he didn't take it, then it should be in my house. I didn't want anything to do with this, any of this situation, man. Like, that's why when I left that life, that's why I wasn't trying to go out there and dig up something and all that crap, man. Like, for real. That's not my lifestyle.
Well, you knew what was going on. You knew there was a plan. You knew there was a plan to tie people up and get them before they got you. You knew Paige had those people coming over. You brought guns over to them. You had a gun yourself. And you knew what you were getting in the middle of. It wasn't an accident you got involved in that. You knew what the plan was. You knew the plan, at the very least, was to kidnap people inside the house and tie them up. You told me you knew that was the plan.
I wasn't part of that.
You were.
That's why I stayed in the kitchen with the girls to make sure they were protected. That's all I did.
You were part of it. You were there. You stayed. You knew what was going on.
I left. I know.
After somebody got shot, you left.
Should have never been done like that. Should have never been done like that. They got scared. I don't know, I guess they trying to be nice. They trying to help potential friends out. Piss me up.
Well, they ain't your friends if they're asking you to help tie people up.
That wasn't.
They weren't lure them in the house.
They were never tied up.
That was the plan, though. The plan was to lure them in and tie them up. You told me that.
Yeah.
Well, they ain't your friends if they're asking you to help tie people up. And
That wasn't,
they weren't lure them in the house.
they were never tied up.
That was the plan, though. The plan was to lure them in and tie them up. You told me that.
Yes, originally.
And then when they confronted him to go with that plan, it went south. And someone was getting their face bashed with a hammer and shot.
As soon as I started seeing all that hammer stuff going on, I went outside.
But what did you think was going to happen? I mean, they told you we're going to invite them in, we're going to get them on the ground, we're going to tie them up. You know, that was something that was right to do.
Absolutely not. I do know who Hoyt is. I do know he's a nasty individual.
So why invite him over to the house? Why stay if he's invited over to the house?
I know you're right.
If I'm at someone's house and someone's inviting someone that I don't like or a nasty individual, I'm going to leave. I don't want to be around that person.
You're right. I completely understand.
So where's Paige at now? You know where everybody is?
I don't know.
Anybody try reaching out to you?
Nobody. I promise.
Well, give me just a sec. I'll be right back with you.
Am I in big trouble? Am I in big trouble?
We'll figure it out. I don't know what's going to happen right now. But you know you messed up.
Honestly, I tried to escape the situation as quick as possible when I saw what it was.
And you waited till the gun was fired. You didn't escape as quick as possible because you knew what happened went wrong. You escaped as quick as possible because you knew someone just got shot.
No, when they started hitting me with the hammer, I went outside.
Alright. You still had
And
it
I guess that's because I was in the kitchen. But that back door opens and you can see right there in the middle of the hallway.
Alright. I'll be back in just a little bit, alright? You got any water and everything?
Yeah, but I got water just freezing in here.
Alright, I'll turn, AC was on 72, I'll turn it up to like 76. I don't want you sweating, it gets kind of hot in here pretty quick.
Okay.
I'll turn it up.
I was just wondering, like, I was just wondering what you're thinking about.
What's that?
I was just wondering what you're thinking about everything. I know you still have to go through everybody, obviously.
Yeah, we got some interviews going on right now. We're gonna have a few more people, so I'll be with you as soon as I can.
Okay. Alright. I still need your card too.
Yeah, I won't let you do without it.
Okay.
I'll turn, like I said, it's 72, I'll turn it up to 76.
How much am I running to right now?
We're still working on it, like I said, we got interviews in here and stuff like that, so we're talking to more
How
people.
long do you think I'm gonna be in here?
As soon as I find out, I don't want to lie to you. As soon as I find out how much longer, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. Alright. Like I said, we're working this, man. More interviews, you know. Still some stuff you're leaving out. Alright. Let's start with this. When you went to Walmart, what did you buy again?
Told you I got orange juice and I got Tupperware because I just moved into my new place 2 days ago.
Okay. How many Tupperware things did you get?
Like 3.
Okay. What are you going to use them for?
For clothes.
For clothes? That's kind of
What do
weird.
you think I was using them for?
I don't know. You just, after you saw what you saw, why would you have to go get Tupperware containers right then?
Because I just need to get out on my own. I just need to get out of there.
Alright. What else did you buy?
Orange juice.
You didn't. You're lying.
I bought a little thing of orange juice, dude. That doesn't make sense. Well, I didn't get orange juice from there.
Huh?
I didn't get orange juice from there.
What's up with these knives?
I'm in construction. I'm in construction and that was a good deal.
Why didn't you tell me you bought them before?
That bought them before?
Why didn't you tell me that before? You kept saying, and you just were adamant again, it was orange juice.
Well, I told you orange juice, man. I just said, like, I don't know, like, dude, my mom was all scatterbrained.
I'm not going to keep buying that scatterbrain.
I just told you,
You're lying to me.
dude, I'm not
You
lying
know
to you.
you're lying to me.
I really am not.
Okay. There are eyewitnesses that were there
Okay,
that told me what you did. You're not being honest with me.
I am being honest with you.
You're not.
Alright, I'm sorry. I am, though.
Who had the gun when it fired? You did.
I didn't have no gun when it
You
fired.
did.
I didn't have any gun when it fired.
Yes, you did.
I did not have any gun when it fired.
I know it was an accident. Alright, you told me you've been growing up with guns. I know you probably feel really bad about it. You need to get it off your chest. You knew your finger wasn't in the trigger guard. You did everything that you were taught gun safety wise. You did everything right. And an accident happened. It's time to come off it.
It wasn't me.
It was you. People said it was you. People saw you do it. People saw you hold it.
Oh yeah, I did hold it to bring it over to them. And then
Who did you bring it to?
It's a page.
So who had it when it went off?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You said
I was in the back kitchen, man. I was in the kitchen.
You said you keep flip-flopping, man. I'm not buying it. You're lying to me. You're looking me right in the face and lying.
I'm not lying to you, dude. I'm really not lying to you. Goodness. Like, you think I'm like I think I'm 21 years old. I don't do this stuff, man.
But you did. You were there. You made a mistake. I ain't saying you're a bad guy, man. If you want to keep lying to me, that's going to make me think you're a bad guy. If you keep lying about it, I'm going to think you pulled that trigger intentionally.
I never pulled a trigger intentionally.
Then tell me what happened. I knew you had that rifle.
I did have that rifle. I didn't fire that shot.
I know you didn't mean to fire that shot. Tell me how it got shot.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question right here. Am I able to go ahead and talk to my father and the lawyer first?
You want to talk to a lawyer?
Talk to the lawyer and that first.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Yep.
I mean, I still want to talk to you, and I still, I just have to know all my legalizations, you know what I mean? But, yeah.
Do you have an attorney in mind?
No, I ain't coming with that one.
Okay. Alright. Hang tight here, right? You go with your water, you need some more? You got something.
So, cool. So, like, what are you guys trying to charge me with? Like, murder? You guys are trying to charge me with murder?
We'll figure out what you know.
Really, man?
Hey, Patrick? Hey, buddy, I'm Detective Dogman, okay? I'm here just going to take some pictures of you right now, okay? So if you'll do me a favor, stand up for me. Let's move these chairs over here.
Yes, sir.
And just stand against that wall over there for me.
You know what I'm going to be charged with?
I have no idea what's going on, my friend.
Alright.
All I'm here for is pictures, okay? So just hang tight for me and we'll get through it just as quick as we can. Okay, turn to your right for me. Either way, yeah, there you go. Alright, face the wall for me. We're going to do it. We're going to do it all the way around, alright?
Do you know if there's any, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to jail or not. They said, one of them said I was, the other said I wasn't. So,
I hear you. Alright, let me get this side for you.
I was just wondering, do you know if I can eat? Because I haven't eaten anything all today.
Yeah, I'm not sure, buddy. I will let them know when I go out there, okay?
I've just been in this room for like literally 6 hours, man.
Yeah, I got you, man. Alright, and then you gotta, let's face me and put your arms out for me like this.
What are these pictures for?
It's just documentation, that's all it is.
I've never had to do this before. Is this documentation we get a felony?
They just asked me to come to photograph it, my friend. Alright, let me get those tattoos on your legs. Okay. Alright, stand straight up. Okay,
I'm covered in tattoos right here.
okay, do you want to slip your shirt off for me real quick? Let me get a picture of those.
Thank you for being nice to me.
Hey man, that's all good. I'm not here to bust anybody's chops, you know?
Yeah, man, like, I've been had bad enough time as it is.
Alright, yeah, just lay it.
Being nice to me.
Hey man, that's all good. I'm not here to bust anybody's chops, you know?
Yeah, man, like, I've been had bad enough time as it is.
Alright, yeah, just lay it right there for me and then we'll be able to get them right back on in just a second, alright? Yes, sir. Okay. Alright, raise that arm out for me. Just like that. Okay. Alright, now you put your arm down and turn side face. Let me get your profile of it. Alright, hurry up for me. I'll tell you when. I'm going to give it a few shots here.
I'm not a felon, and that's the last thing I ever want to be.
Alright, man, you want to slip your shirt back on and I'll let them know what you're asking for and we'll go from there, alright, buddy? Slide that chair back over.
My investigator told me I'd be able to get a phone call.
Okay, I'll let them know, okay, man?
Alright.
Alright, yeah, man.
I really appreciate it. I just really need them.
Alright.
You get your back on?
Yeah. Alright, stand on for me. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
What am I being charged with?
Murder. Carjacking, some other stuff.
I haven't did any of that.
Possession of firearm by convicted felon.
I'm not a convicted felon.
You are.